The site at Malden imports timber from all over the world. It's not really finished timber, it's more of the raw product. They come in all sorts of lengths, sizes, and maximum pack weight's around 4 tonnes. They handle the pikes with our Baumann ELX50 on this particular site. It's a 5-ton machine with a 1200 bed, and they use a 6.8 metre triple mast on their trucks. They do go to quite a height. They also have EGX models down at the site in Danbury, and they run the ELX model in Nottingham. At the site at Malden, they now have a mixture of the Baumann electric side loader and, as you can probably hear, diesel side loaders. One of the things that the operator really likes about the ELX and the EGX models, working in these trucks for many, many years, is at the end of the shift, when he goes home, he hasn't got the droning and the ringing in the ears that he used to have when he used to drive the old diesel trucks. When we've been on site today and the diesel truck goes past, obviously it's quite environmentally noisy. It's not very good for either the people who are passing by or the operators. As our electric trucks go by, obviously you don't hear anything like that. It's very quiet and serene. Good generally for the environment. The running costs of electric are considerably lower, probably in certain instances over half the cost of running a diesel. You've got the servicing costs on electric, which are less, and also the frequency between services, which are far less as well on the electric models. One of the biggest hurdles we have to overcome when we go from diesel to electric is people's perception that the electric won't do the job. Now, with our 120 volt offering, we can easily do a shift, no matter how long that shift is. When we speak to customers about how long do these trucks actually work, they always say, oh, we're doing 8-hour shifts, so the trucks are probably working 8 hours. Realistically, wheels turning, the actual truck being used is usually half of that, so 4 hours. If a truck's being used 6 to 7 hours a day, that really is a hard application. Very rare in the 20 years of me working in the material handling industry, we actually get those kind of uses. Don't get me wrong, there are certain customers that do that, but customers always overestimate what they think they use the trucks. A little bit of resistance in the first instance, everybody thinking that the electrics wouldn't do what the diesels do. What we find is that they outperform the diesels now, we throttle back the electrics. One of the greatest things about both trucks is if you pull up and you're sat in the cabin and you say you're doing a pick or you're writing an order out, the truck will actually shut down. So the truck's switched on, but it's actually using no power. It's not until you offer your hand up to the joystick or you go for the function of the steering that the truck comes to life again. So much like a lot of people do, unfortunately, with the diesel truck, you get out the cab, the truck's there ticking over, clocking hours, using fuel. That doesn't happen with the electric truck. As soon as you stop, the truck shuts down. They've had the trucks around a year. There was a little bit of resistance, like I've said in the first instance, but after the first couple of days, it was hands down the electric was winning the battle against diesel. And since those 2 days in, there isn't one operator in the business that wouldn't prefer to drive the Baumann 120 volt electric truck. The acceptance from the drivers is exceptional.